Hi everybody, here's my final project for this class. And first of all, um, this is I put my course, my business statistics course in my sandbox, and there's all kind of stuff in here. Um, but what I did is divide my course into 4 modules. And one thing, I decided to redo my entire course so it's not finished. But I have the good stuff in here that you would be very interested in seeing, I think. And what I did is go back in and use something called RStudio, and I believe I've mentioned this before. Excuse me. Um, so I have things in both web pages. Okay, just a second. Web pages, and also, if you go back, I create the HTML, and of course it's not going to let me do it. And the PDF. Some of my students like each, so I do both of them for that, which is why it takes so long to do that. But that's kind of cool. And one of the things that the RStudio will let you do is create equations that can appear in any browser, whether it be Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, which was a big deal when I first started doing this. So some of the things that I've been doing is experimenting with Zoom, and John Lane has done a lot with that. And one of the things that I will be doing is having Zoom virtual office hours every week, and more if necessary. And some of the very cool things that I've added, well, I'm going to have the YouTube movies for downloading, which you've seen before. And I decided to start doing wikis. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would do this. I'm going to have 4 groups in my classes, and so each module will have a group, and they'll talk about what what they learned in each module. So that's the first thing we're going to do. In module 1, it's basic data and definitions. So we talk about means and medians and stuff, basic histograms, that sort of thing, if you're familiar with business statistics. In module 2, we do probability. So they've learned a little bit about that in finite math before we come into that. So they should know some basics. We talk about the binomial distribution and the normal distribution in great detail. And what I started doing in here, and again, I got these ideas from some of the other people where they talked about getting the virtual tours for the art museums and stuff. Now mine isn't quite as creative at all as all this, but when you talk about the binomial, it's actually based on something called a set of Bernoulli trials. And Bernoulli trials came from Jacob Bernoulli. So you click on that and it has all about Jacob Bernoulli and his history. And there were more Bernoulli brothers than there were acting Baldwin brothers. So it has that. And again, you've got your group, your second group, they're going to talk about their stuff in their wiki. Now, something that is very interesting that I'm going to do in this, I'm going to pair off people, and they can either select their own person or I will get them a person, and I will assign 2 probability problems. So each person will take a problem, work it out, and explain it to the second person, and the second person will take his or her problem and explain it back to the second one. Now, Zoom has a recording capability, and they will record those and send the recordings to me, either put them on YouTube or put them on, we have something called Media Site, so that way they don't have to feel funny about putting them out in public. And I will grade those. The best way to learn something is actually to be able to teach it to somebody else. Um, Sometimes the normal can be a bit tricky to learn. So if they can understand that, that would be really good. And again, some more historical uh, facts with Gauss, and he had the normal curve. Very cool stuff. Okay, and in module 3, excuse me, I'm just getting over bronchitis. I'm not actually trying to sound like Rod Stewart. This is good. This is my very favorite thing. Um, Again, I'm going to use my groups. Each group is going to have its own data analysis project. So they could do something as simple as count the number of cars that don't stop at a stop sign. Do whatever they want, develop their own experiment, and do the test of hypothesis. Run it through from the beginning to the end. Okay, collect the data, run the experiment, do the data processing, and I don't care if their hypothesis is incorrect or not. I just want to see their processes. Hey, that's the fun part. If it's incorrect, that's good. And then I want them to write a paper. And they can submit a paper in advance. I'll do a little bit of cleaning up for them, or not cleaning up, but point out errors for them. And I will give them a go-by of what I'm looking for. So I just want to see that they're able to do that. That would be in exchange for a test. I think it'll be really worthwhile. And I think they'll do well with it. And some more historical stuff, if it'll ever go back there. Nice and slow today. It's been slow all day. Doesn't make me feel any better, but let's try it this way. Really doesn't want to work. Well, anyhow, there's historical stuff on there. Let's try going into module 4. Still doesn't want to go. Okay, well, module 4 is regression. Blackboard's kicking me out. Well, anyhow, module 4 is regression. And I don't know why this is. It says it's online. And I'm going to try to see if it'll go back in. Nope. Module 4 is regression. And again, historical stuff. Group 4 has a wiki. And same kind of thing. This class has a departmental final. It's evil and everybody hates it. But that's the way it goes. But I think by using all the different tools, I think it'll be a big help. So we should try to do that from there. And I hope, wait, there it goes. Site can't be reached. Let's try it again. Anyhow, that's what. Sorry about the delay on this. I don't know what's going on. Anyhow, I think it should be really helpful. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd ever do all this stuff. I'm very happy with it. I've learned so much in this class from reading the different assessment things and from all of you, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you learned a little bit from me. And thanks for everything. Okay, bye.